Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrestling Pit Podcast. I am your host for this morning or afternoon or evening, whatever part of the country where you're from, or whatever country you are from. I'm your host Punch, and today we are going to talk about AEW Revolution. I know y'all see the face, right? So on this episode, we are going to talk about the matches. I'm not going to get too deep into the matches. I'm going to give out my MVPs. Also, I'm going to start doing Camera of Shame, where I call the person's name out and I come close and I say, "Come here, come here, come here. You are now about to be on the Camera of Shame." So, how's everybody today? Everybody all right? So I'm doing great. Man, man, I can say though, AEW surprised me pretty good last night. But I did not see the pre-show. So write in the comments if you've seen the pre-show, if you didn't see the pre-show, or what do you think about the pre-show? I didn't see it. I came home just in time for the start of the show. So for the opener match, we had Dale Garcia versus Christian Cage for the TNT Championship. This match started off for me really slow at first, like a I feel you, you feel me kind of match thing. And then when it picked up. Great action back and forth between these two guys. Daniel Garcia is definitely getting over. Um, I know you had Kill Switch. I was about to call them Luchasaurus. Kill Switch was about to come in interfere. Then you had Daddy Magic or Daddy Mac or whatever his name is. He came out to the ring. Basically was beating up Kill Switch to the back. Uh, Nick Wayne was out. At first, I thought that they was going to give it to Daniel Garcia, but in the end of it, Nick Wayne got Daniel Garcia by the ropes, hit it with that the kind of like a net breaker on the rope. You know what I mean? Christian Cage hit the move 1, 2, 3. Uh, Also, I'm gonna be grading the matches from A to F. So I'll give this one. I give the opener though a solid B. It was a good opener. The crowd was into it. Great opening TNT match. Nothing really special though, but Daniel Garcia is definitely going to get over. I would like to see him go forward with a little bit more edgier, a little bit more mic time, and everything else like that. So the next match on the card we have for the continent. mm, Continental Crown Championship match between Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson. Now, I told y'all before I was real souped about this match. I thought the build up was pretty decent. I know these men has went back and forth at it before. Um, I was this close of giving this match MVP, but I will give it a solid A. Man, what a match! Uh, Eddie Kingston with the hurt, I think it was ankle or foot, whatever it was, and then Bryan Danielson working on his arm because I think Eddie Kingston tweaked his arm, whatever. Man, it was a back and forth, solid match. Uh, these two cooked. They told their story in the ring. It was basically about respect and everything else like that. Overall, with a good match, like I said, I'll give it a solid A. If you have not watched it, I will advise you to watch this match. It was actually a good, solid match between these two. Eddie Kingston picks up the win at the end because remember the deal was if Eddie Kingston win, Brian Danielson got to shake his hand. And at first, I liked the little tease like Brian Danielson wasn't going to shake his hand, but at the end, he shook his hand. He lifted his arm up. He gave him his flowers. He did the whole bow. And yeah, man, simple, smooth match. Went to the point. Can't say nothing. Can't say nothing else about it. It was a good match. Very good match. I was surprised. They put on a hell of a show. So, like I said, I was it's close to giving it an MVP. It's close, but I will give it a solid A. The next match, oh boy, here's where AEW becomes AEW. We have the All Star 8-man scramble match between Chris Jericho, Powerhouse Hobbs, Lance Archer, Wardlow, Dante Martin, Hook, Brian Cage, and I forgot the other dude with the mask. Don't care. And that's no disrespect to him. I'm not saying I don't care about him as an athlete. He may be a good athlete, but AEW just don't showcase who some of these people are. They just kind of throw him in the match and expect you to know him. But I will Google him later and get some more information. But for the match, I mean, it was a match. It was there. It kind of was what it was. Like I said in my prediction, I wanted either Hook or Warlow to win because it will make sense at the end, or it makes sense later on as I go on. But it was what it was. It was a couple cool spots. I give this match a C minus. There was nothing really exciting about it. Warlow pick up the win, and everything else like that. Camera of shame. Dante Martin, come here, come here, come here. Go the fuck back and go train. You are the botchinest dude I probably seen. I know it was a lot more people that botch a lot, but you, my friend, are one of them. Dante Martin, yes, talking to you. Camera of shame, and you want it. You almost broke your freaking neck trying to do that moonsault off the when you run and you run, then you step or you jump and whatever. Go back and practice. Go back and get some more training. You're an amazing athlete. You're a future star. Go back and get some goddamn training. Because that was a botch that you do sometimes on the regular. Go back and fix that. Go fix that. Go fix all of your wrestling techniques. Please. For me. Moving on. Warlow won. He is the number one contender for the world title somewhere down the future. I don't know when. I don't know where. Also, before I get to the next match, AEW has a new pay-per-view coming out in April called Dynasty. Yeah, I like the little logo. I like the color. It's pretty dope. So I hope the card for that be pretty stellar. But I like the name. Take us cool. I don't care. Kill me in the comments if you don't. But Dynasty in April. I forgot the date. But I will be checking that out. The next match we got is for the AEW International Championship with Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy. Good match. Good match. Back and forth action. Cassidy, Orange Cassidy taped up from the back around. Robert Strong was really working on his back a lot, back and forth pace, back and forth action. The move that got me was like, holy shit, was when I think they was going for a suplex. Robert Strong came up to the ropes for Orange Cassidy. I thought they was going to do a suplex, but Robert Strong reversed it and he dropped Orange Cassidy onto the between the ropes and the turnbuckle. That looked like it hurt. The storytelling here was basically Orange Cassidy was back. Um, good match. Robert Strong is your new AEW International Championship. I want to give one of my MVPs to Orange Cassidy. I am a fan of the freshly squeezed. Um, Orange Cassidy did elevate that title, whether people like it or hate it. I don't care what you think, really. I think Orange Cassidy really came a long way from being this comic stick to actually being worthy of a champion. Uh, and he proved that, man. He really did. He put meaning behind that belt. Shout outs to Orange Cassidy, man. He really did put meaning behind that belt. This is the time for him to actually get put off TV. I thought that we was going to get a Trent Hill. I wish we would have got that, but we didn't. But whatever. Also, surprise, Kyle O'Reilly came back. I thought that was a fan. No disrespect to him, but he looked like he was homeless for a minute. I was like, what's going on? But weird, but he gave Robert Strong a hug and they tried to present Kyle O'Reilly to come on the team, come join the team. Kyle O'Reilly turned it down, whispered something else in his ear. Then he just walked away. The welcome back chance was crazy for him. He definitely got a crazy pop for it. I don't know what the story leads going forward, but I'm real interested to see what happens. But overall, I give. I don't know if I graded the match yet, but I give it a solid B. If I didn't, then I give it a solid B. It was a good match. It was a good match. Good match overall. Next match on the card is man, man. I was uh, I was it was three matches I was kind of neck with as far as giving MVP match of the night. I was I mean like you see it, y'all see it? I was yes close. I'm giving this MVP match of the But we got the tag team match of Claudio and John Moxley versus FTR. God damn it. They put on a show. I mean, back and forth. I think it was Dax, if I'm not mistaken. This man was leaking blood was just busting. Yo, they went back and forth, near falls after near falls, close counts. Oh my, you name it. It was. I advise people, if y'all didn't watch Revolution, to go watch that match. That match was great. I can't really. Four of the best tag teams, man. Two of four of the very best in the ring. Uh, man, I was amazed. That was a match. That was definitely a match. Ah, my goodness. I advise people to go watch that match if you didn't. What a match. I can't say no more about it. And Claudio and John Moxley won the match. I thought they was going to give it to FTR, to be honest with you. But no, they gave it to Claudio and John Moxley. What a match. What a match. Oh, man. And something else has been announced, but when I get to it, it kind of reminds me back to this. What a match, man. What a What a match. I can't say no more about it. I give it an A. Watch it. Please watch it. Please watch it. If anything, watch it. Now, after that amazing match, you had the AEW Women's Championship between Diana Porozo, if I'm saying it right, please don't kill me if I'm not saying it right, versus Tony Storm. Now, when the girl, I think her name is Myra, when she came out to the old Tony Storm theme, I was lit. I was like, oh, we getting real. She kind of looking like Tony Storm too. But then when Tony Storm came out with her gimmick and everything like that, the crowd, I'm gonna be honest, the crowd was not into this match at all. I think the energy just kind of wore off after that amazing tag team match, and it sucks. It sucks because these women put on a hell of a show. They told a story. They it was back and forth action. It was a bit slow, but you know, for the most part, these women put on a good match. The crowd just was not into it. They was not into it. They was not into it at all. It is bad because I think the placement on the card kind of done something to that match as well because you coming after an amazing FTR versus Claudio and John Moxley match, and now it's y'all two. If they would have came on after the 6-man scrambling match, I think this match would have been dope overall. Um, man, I felt bad, man. I really did. And these ladies, they cooked. They cooked. It was a solid match. I give it a solid C plus. And it wasn't because it was a bad match enough. First of all, Diana Perosa, I'm gonna just call her Diana Perosa. That's her name. Until I don't care. I don't care. Until somebody correct me. I don't even care. I don't know if she's a face or a heel because she got heel attitude and she had heelish tactics. Tony Khan, you need to book her into becoming the probably most dominant heel in that faction in AEW. You need to book her to be a heel. You need to book her to make her look strong going forward and book this woman as a heel. I think she will play a great better heel than I don't know to call this a baby face or not. I don't know. But I just feel bad because the match was actually good, and I was going to give it a B, but the crowd just was not. The crowd wasn't rocking with it at all. Pardon me, I got the sniffles. Wasn't rocking with it at all, man. I felt bad. I felt bad, but I give it a C plus. These women definitely went out there and performed. I just felt bad because the placement on the card was bad. The placement on the card was definitely bad to me. And Tony Storm retained her championship. Of course, that was the right decision. But they definitely need to make Deanna Hill going forward. I think she'll play a way better Hill than this stale babyface role. Next match on the card. Go watch it. Go watch it. Now I told y'all to go watch the Brian Danielson, Eddie Kingston, the FTR, Claudio, and John Moxley. You know what? I'm gonna give the opener that props too. Go watch the opener. I think the opener was pretty solid. I think the opener was good with Christian Cage and Daniel Garcia. Go watch that as well. But MVP of the night, Will Ospreay versus Takasha. What a match. Godly. Go watch that match. I said, check out the opener, Bryan Danielson, Eddie Kingston, FTR, Claudio, and John Moxley. But goddamn, watch this match. This is MVP of the night. Will Ospreay versus Takasha. They put on a goddamn show. They could have fought for another. If you would have took out that 6-man scrambling match, I think the card would have been perfect. The card would have been perfect. To me, the card would have been all right. They could have fought for another 20 minutes. That's how good the match was. The match was good. It was awesome. I give it a plus plus. It was that damn good. I mean, back and forth action, reverses. Will Ospreay coming from the rafters. My man Takasha hit him with a knockout forearm. That looked deadly. That looked real deadly. God damn it. Um, Back and forth pace, near fall after near fall. I meant the kickouts was even looking stiff. Like yo, these guys told a story. Will Ospreay is definitely the future of AEW. They need to start building the future around that man. They need to book that man as properly as possible, as properly as they can, whatever. I don't even care. I'm mixing my words all around. Lord have mercy. But that that match was what a match. They get the round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. They put on a show. Man, go check out the match. Jesus. Jesus. Just check out the match. I don't know how you're gonna check it out, but check it out. That match was that. Mm, mwah. That's all I can say, man. Perfect, man. I get that at A plus plus plus. It was awesome. It was very awesome. It was awesome. I can't even say no more about it. It's awesome. Now moving on to the AEW World Championship match between Swerve Strickland, Samoa Joe, and Heyman Page. First of all, it was a good match. These guys are the three best in AEW. Good match, back and forth pace. Swerve looked as strong. Samoa Joe looking like the champ he is. Now, it was one segment where the referee got knocked out. I kind of went to the men's room and I seen Hangman standing there with the world title, so obsessed from Swerve winning the world title because he hit Swerve with the belt. He was so obsessed. Instead of hitting Samoa Joe with the belt as well, you hit Samoa Joe with two buckshot lariats. Joe kicks out, Swerve comes back in, is back and forth again. Samoa Joe kind of, I think, hit Swerve with something or threw him out the way or whatever. Samoa Joe hit the lock on Hangman. Just when Swerve was about to come in and actually save the match, Hangman taps. And I was like, odd. Huh? Because the way Swerve came in the ring, about to save the match, Samoa Joe had the lock like turned to where he could see Swerve coming in, and he tapped. And then I kind of put it together like, oh, he did that on purpose, so Swerve won't get a chance. That was a good storytelling right there. I can actually admit that. That was a good storytelling. But here's where camera of shame, camera of shame, SHAME, shame. Hangman, come here, come here. You stupid son of a cowboy bitch. You had a chance to win the world title. You hit Hangman with the belt. Hangman is out. I mean, you hit Swerve Strickland with the belt. Pardon me. Swerve Strickland is out. Why you didn't hit Samoa Joe with the title? Why you didn't hit him a few times with the title? You hit 2 buckshot lariats. Pardon me. You hit 2 buckshot lariats. What in the fuck was that? You are that obsessed for Swerve to win when you forgot that you were in the match? Oh. Hey, man, I'm going to need you to go back there, take some of that cowboy shit, and shove it straight up your ass for being dumb as hell last night. That was stupid. That was stupid. Go back and fix that. Fix that, Hangman. Go fix that. But overall, I give the match a B plus. It definitely told a story, though. Definitely told a story. That was, hey man, that was stupid. Jesus Christ. I give the match overall. I'm being nice. I give it a B plus because the match wasn't bad. Oh, and this is another stupid thing. Hold on. Hey man, back to the camera of shame. Hey man, what made you beat up the referee? You had a tantrum that bad that you beat up the referee? Hey man, really? Really? Get it together. Now, the last and final match of the night for the AEW Tag Team title match. Tag Team Championship match, I'm sorry. You have Sting and Darby versus the Young Bucks. Good job, Tony Khan. You get the round of applause. On this journey of Sting, Sting gave us entertainment. Sting gave us his life. You have built Sting up really well. And you made him go out really well. But before I go there, let's talk about the match a little bit. It was a tornado match. I basically call it Endings Goes match. Pardon me, y'all. My allergies is acting up. Back and forth pace. Sting coming out. His 2 sons coming out with the old gear. That was cool. Pardon me. Sting coming out, man. That was cool. And shout outs to the Young Bucks. Young Bucks, you also get MVP of the night. Shout outs to the Bucks, man. Because the Bucks made Sting look like $1 billion. The Bucks made Sting look like $1 billion. It kind of reminded me of the match with AJ Styles and Undertaker. how AJ Styles made Undertaker look good for his last match. The Young Bucks did that here. I don't care what nobody say. You can disagree with me. Write it in the comments. I don't care. Excuse me. Again, my allergies is acting up. Pardon me, y'all. But darn, shout outs to the Young Bucks, man. Shout outs to them. They made Sting look like $1 million last night. Crazy spots, crazy dives off the table. Few things I wanna say. Good style of match. I know they were under the ring. They set up the chairs on the opposite side. These dudes had glass. Okay. Darby went up to the ladder to do the famous Darby's Swanton. And when he missed, or the Young Bucks one of the Bucks pulled the other Buck out the way, and he landed on that glass. Ouch. Then there was a spot where, and I can't forget, Steamboat and Ric Flair was out there. Pardon me. Oh, allergies, man. So Sting was out. The Young Bucks was about to hit Sting with the tag team title. Ric Flair comes in the ring and goes on top of Sting like, no, please. So the Young Bucks is like, yo, move out the way. They didn't move. So they super kick Ric Flair. And then they super kick Steamboat. And then they hit Sting with the EVP trigger. Sting kicks out. Sting gets back up. Sting hit a Scorpion Death Drop. I think Darby came back alive, and I think he hit the Swans. He hit the Darby, whatever that move is he do. Sting made the Young Bucks tap. Your winners, Sting and Darby Allin. First of all, bravo for Sting. Now I got a few cameras of shame. Darby, come here. Come here. You are young. Super young. That spot was unnecessary. I see why CM Punk was saying use plexiglass instead of real glass. It will have the same effect, but it won't hurt as much. Darby, we do not want to see you die. I know your style is death wrestling, but come here. We don't want to see you die for real. We don't want to see you die. Stop. Stop that. You're nuts. And for the people that thought that shit was hot, holy shit, y'all sick. Y'all sick. Darby, stop. Ric Flair, come here. We done had this conversation. Didn't I told you to stay your old ass out of this? Now I can't really shame it as much because you tried to save your friend. But now, Tony Khan, you too. You need to get him the fuck out of here. Get his stuff, pack his shit, send his ass home. It's over for him. It's over for him. Tony Khan, you gave Sting 3 minutes to say his farewell speech? 3 minutes. Sting should have had more time to talk and say whatever he wanted. If you would have took out that 6-man bullshit of a match, Sting would have had more time. Sting could at least have 15, 20 minutes to talk, ramble, say whatever he wanted to say. This was Sting's moment. And for him to get it cut off because the show was about to go off, Tony Khan, come here. Do better. Do better. Sting deserved 15, 20 minutes of him just chatting. I don't care what Sting would have talked about. He deserved that time. And this is what you was going to do, Tony Khan? Really? Really? I gave you your flowers in the beginning of this. Now you want the camera ashamed because of the end of this. You gave Sting 30, 40 years plus an iconic career. 3 minutes? Then you say, oh, well, watch the YouTube exclusive. I don't want to watch the YouTube exclusive. All the wrestlers that came out and all that, that should have been live on the show. Do better. Do better, Tony Khan. That was crazy. And you want to know what Sting's last words was before we went off the air? I'm waiting for my cue. What? What? Tony Khan, get it together. Damn. I give you your props, and then I gotta take it back. Get it together, Tony Khan. You gave this man 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Huh? Sting should have had at least 20 minutes to say whatever he wanted. He could have bragged and bragged and bragged. Excuse me. Allergies, man. Allergies. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry if this is annoying. Trust me, it is. I'm sorry. I'm giving this to y'all allergied up and everything. Tony Khan, do better. Please. 3 minutes. You give the 3 minutes. But overall, MVP, the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks. And Will Ospreay and Takasha. Takasha and Will Ospreay got MVP match of the night. The Young Bucks got MVP of the night. Now, with that being said, overall, the show rating. Shout outs to the wrestling streamer Minnie Porter, if I'm saying it right. Please don't kill me if I'm not. I am a huge fan of her. I know she was on a live stream when she was asking everybody the ratings. I gave it an 8.10. Now going over it, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. You could have got rid of that 6-man scrambling match and Hangman dumb shit and Darby with that dive that wasn't needed. He could damn near kill himself. Darby, you a young man. You're a young man, and I want to see you make it. I want to see you actually become world champion one day. But you're not gonna make it with doing moves like this, bro. You're not. Stop. Stop. Gonna hurt yourself, man. Seriously. But overall, I give the show a 7.5 out of 10. It was a good pay-per-view. Like I said, uh, the opener match was good. Brian Danielson Eddie Kingston match was good. FTR versus Claudio and John Moxley. That was awesome. And Takasha versus Will Ospreay. That was great. And Sting for his last match. That was great. Except for that Darby spot. That was insane. But other than that, overall, it was a stellar, good pay-per-view. Good pay-per-view. I was surprised. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I was surprised. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, that is my AEW review. Please write in the comments what is yours, what matches you like, what matches you didn't like. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Wrestling Pit Podcast. I am your host, Punch. And thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the love. Please keep sharing. Please like. Please subscribe. I know we kind of came out of nowhere with this. Shout out to the Wrestling Pit Podcast team. You already know who they are. And my boys, I'm riding with them. Until Tuesday, when we review Raw, y'all have a good day or a good night. Thank y'all. Peace.